show or so, kind of, my expectation versus the reality, of what, the Atheist Roundtable was. It's, there's a lot of intellect, there's a lot of discussion and serious discussion, but it's also entertainment. And I had thought it was, just kind of an entertainment thing. Like maybe they're just bringing Christians on to make fools of themselves. My background, I've been in philosophy of religion for about 10 years. Being a Christian and liking some Christian stuff, I started getting a lot of Christian posts and some atheist posts, and there was a lot of bullying and bickering and back and forth, and despising fundamentalism as much as I do. My first reaction was to start going after the Christians. So I think that it's fair and that we all should keep those on our side. I didn't know anything about the Atheist Roundtable. And at the same time, another atheist had already invited me to their podcast. After, watching some of their shows and videos and, doing a little bit of research, I've realized that they were pretty decent people. My expectation versus the reality, of what, the Atheist Roundtable was. It's, there's a lot of intellect, there's a lot of discussion and serious discussion, but it's also entertainment. And I had thought it was, just kind of an entertainment thing. Like Pasta Mike reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be on the show. Pasta and Oz turned out to be pretty awesome people, and we've had a lot of behind the scenes talks, and it's they're real. They're real people. They have great hearts, great compassion, great motivation. Murder Shed Steve and I kind of got off on the wrong foot, and after getting to know him now, I'm not sure how that happened, because he's about one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And so, we fixed all that, and he's a real good guy. And Ben G, man, I love the mess. Who doesn't like Ben G? You just want to pick him up and squeeze him and hug him. He's a cool guy. And Jeff, just Jeff, the atheist troll. I actually liked him from the first time I saw him on TikTok, because anybody that's going to hammer fundamentalists, I'm right there with him. And he's pretty funny. I mean, don't tell him that. His head to get even bigger than what it is. But, yeah, it's, man, it is. I've had a blast. I am so happy that I met these people. They are genuine. They have a very good thing going. And for the lack of a better term, kind of an outreach for, I know Oz will get a kick out of that, but for those that have been hurt by their families, by the church, by their communities. I've always had a passion for atheists and agnostics, or anybody that's been hurt by the church, because I have we went to a really legalistic fundamentalist church when I was a child. However, pretty rough childhood growing up, so I ended up in the streets and really didn't care much about God, and just kind of took what I was told. And had a bit of a crisis of faith in my mid-20s, not knowing why I believed what I believed, not being able to defend what I believed. And the Atheist Roundtables, like, they have, built like a community that helps people who are struggling with unbelief, gives them a place to feel needed, wanted, loved. And I have all the respect in the world for that. That is, even though I'm a believer and they're not, that's not relevant to me. And, falling into this community and seeing all the good that it does, the quality of content, It is it is going to be something great. That I am sure of. It is on its way to being something really special. And Pasta, Oz are two of the realest people that you know that I've spoke to in a long time. And the other guys, man, they're all great. They all have their own pluses, their own strengths, and with a dash of humor. I mean, it's fantastic. What else could you ask for? In fact, they're the ones who actually inspired me to start my own podcast here. So it's been a little cliche, but a little life changing meeting these guys, and I think they're on to greater things. And it's going to be fun to watch. What comes of this, and I'll be there to help any way possible along the ride, whether it rises or falls. It doesn't matter. I'll be right there. I feel like even though I haven't known these people that long, that we're like family, and I'll be there for them anytime they need. And I'm really thankful to Oz and Pasta for everything that they've done. Keep up the good work, guys.